Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. Let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy but because they are hard. Those who dare to fail miserably can achieve greatly. Conformity is the jailer of freedom and the enemy of growth. The time to repair the roof is when the sun is shining. The cost of freedom is always high, but Americans have always paid it, and one path we shall never choose, and that is the path of surrender or submission. The great enemy of the truth is very often not the lie, deliberate, contrived, and dishonest, but the myth, persistent, persuasive, and unrealistic. Children are the world's most valuable resource and its best hope for the future. Peace is a daily, a weekly, a monthly process, gradually changing opinions, slowly eroding old barriers, quietly building new structures. The human mind is our fundamental resource. We are not afraid to entrust the American people with unpleasant facts, foreign ideas, alien philosophies, and competitive values. For a nation that is afraid to let its people judge the truth and falsehood in an open market is a nation that is afraid of its people. The problems of the world cannot possibly be solved by skeptics or cynics whose horizons are limited by the obvious realities. We need men who can dream of things that never were. Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe to assure the survival and the success of liberty. The ignorance of one voter in a democracy impairs the security of all. We must find time to stop and thank the people who make a difference in our lives. The rights of every man are diminished when the rights of one man are threatened. Tolerance implies no lack of commitment to one's own beliefs. Rather, it condemns the oppression or persecution of others. We need men and women who can dream of things that never were and ask why not. The greater our knowledge increases, the greater our ignorance unfolds. We need a new vision, for the future is not a gift but a task. Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. Let us not seek the Republican answer or the Democratic answer, but the right answer. Let us not seek to fix the blame for the past. Let us accept our own responsibility for the future. A nation that is afraid to let its people judge the truth and falsehood in an open market is a nation that is afraid of its people. Mankind must put an end to war before war puts an end to mankind. We cannot negotiate with people who say what's mine is mine and what's yours is negotiable. The goal of education is the advancement of knowledge and the dissemination of truth. Liberty without learning is always in peril, and learning without liberty is always in vain. In a time of domestic crisis, men of goodwill and generosity should be able to unite regardless of party or politics. For time and the world do not stand still. Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or the present are certain to miss the future. The rights of every man are diminished when the rights of one man are threatened. The margin is narrow, but the responsibility is clear. I look forward to an America which will reward achievement in the arts, as we reward achievement in business or statecraft. Do not pray for easy lives, pray to be stronger men. I'm an idealist without illusions. Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose. The greater our knowledge increases, the greater our ignorance unfolds. A nation reveals itself not only by the men it produces but also by the men it honors.